Hola Beauties, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Gurishq. So today I thought of sharing with you all my personal favorite dewy foundations. So I'm here to share my top 5 favorites but under a budget, sis. Alrighty, so all the foundations that I'm going to share are my personal favorites, and if you know me, you know I'm more of a dewy foundation kind of girl. So you have to know my top 5 foundations in the dewy category. Please keep on watching. Alright, so the first foundation I have with me right here is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I am guilty of not trying this foundation early enough in my makeup life. I mean, I happened to try this very lately, but it's such a beautiful foundation. Why is nobody talking about it? It's so dewy and glowy and skin-like on the skin. I have never used something so pretty also under a budget. So this foundation retails for 800 rupees, but you can usually find it on some discount or the other on Nykaa. And shop during the sale times. I mean, as far as I remember, during the Black Friday sale, this was like 50% off. So you were getting this beautiful foundation for legit 400 bucks. Wow. The only con of this foundation would be that as far as I remember, the last time I checked on Nykaa, it had somewhat 12 to 13 shades, and also it's like either the fairest of the fairest shades or the deepest of the darkest shades. There are not enough middle shades, like medium range shades. The shade range in this one is a problem, I would say, for sure, but for the price, if you can find your shade, it's a beautiful foundation. Even the shade that I have is like one shade lighter for my skin tone that I did not get on purpose, but online shade matching, you guys know it, it's a deal. So I got my hands on this in the shade golden beige, but this is a tone lighter to my correct shade. Regardlessly, if you are slightly lighter than me, then golden beige is gonna be your shade. Apart from that, the finish is dewy, the quality is so good. It's very thin in consistency. It's a very thin foundation formula, but very skin-like and very dewy, like one of my latest favorite drugstore foundations. Second on the list would be this Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation. I am in the shade F10, and that's my perfect match. Additionally, this foundation is full coverage. I love the combination of it being full coverage yet extremely dewy on the skin. It's super creamy, super blendable, and super dewy on the skin. It looks very glowy on the skin. It's a super good quality foundation, one of my personal favorites, high on coverage, and retails for 850 rupees. That's pretty much it. It's a beautiful foundation. This foundation also has one of the better shade libraries that are available in India. It has a good number of shades available. Additionally, it retails for 850 rupees, so if you can find your shade, definitely go for this one. Another oldie but goodie favorite of mine, that's the LA Girl Pro Illuminating Foundation. Again, it's such a beautiful foundation. The finish of these foundations, especially in real life in person, is so pretty. It's dewy, flawless, very skin-like. This foundation again has 24 shades, so it's likely that you can find your match in there. Not the best shade library again, but still a pretty good shade range from the Indian beauty brand standards, so yeah, appreciable. And in this beautiful foundation, I'm in the shade Nude Beige. The consistency of this foundation is not very thin, not very thick, it's somewhere in the middle. Additionally, it's also medium to full coverage. You can easily build it up to full coverage, yet the dew, the glowiness is still there. Certainly, this is not the most affordable foundations out there, but it is a pretty good foundation, pretty good quality foundation. It retails for 1250 rupees, but is worth every penny, I swear. And second last on the list, we have the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. This also contains SPF 20. It retails for 1200 rupees. And again, the formula of this one is also very skin-like and dewy. However, this is not as dewy as some of my other foundations on the list. This kind of settles down. The dew of this one kind of settles down. Also, this is the foundation that I'm wearing today, but it is surely a very long lasting foundation. This, however, is very close to being my perfect match. It is ever so slight, like a very tad bit lighter on my skin, regardlessly with like a full face of makeup on. This is the foundation I'm wearing right now. You cannot really tell. So for the pros of this foundation, it is pretty damn long lasting. The other day I was wearing it like all throughout the day, and even for a night out, and it stayed on. Like the stay on this one is pretty damn amazing, and I'm in the shade MW2, that is medium warm 2. However, the shade range on Nykaa is very poor, let me tell you. The shade range on Nykaa only has like 5 shades of this stuff, I believe, which is just not adequate representation. I mean, that's so obvious. 5 shades of beige, not really accepted. However, I believe the international shade range of Physicians Formula is way better, but yeah, the one available on Nykaa, not really appreciated. Regardlessly, if you can find your shade in this one, it is a good formula, I would say. It comes with this beautiful doe foot applicator, a huge doe foot applicator. The consistency is very light and thin. It's also a very light to medium coverage foundation, and you can surely build it up, but not a very full coverage foundation for sure. It is dewy on the skin, but not really as dewy as the other foundations I mentioned prior. It gives like a soft radiant skin effect instead of like super glowy and wet skin. So yeah. And for the last foundation of the day, I have the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. This one I'm in the shade 104 medium beige. This shade I would say is slightly ever so tad bit lighter on my skin tone, but it gives such a beautiful dewy finish to the skin. It is so dewy. Also, this has like a very thick consistency, yet is very dewy on the skin. It's full coverage yet super glowy, and that's a very unique sort of a formula, so I really love this one. This foundation will make sure that it hides all your acne spots and marks, yet give you that healthy skin look. So yeah, you can really gravitate towards this one if you're really into full coverage makeup. Even if you build it up slightly, it's pretty full coverage. I mean, as the name says itself, Conceal Plus Perfect, it's a 2-in-1 foundation, so it is a heavy duty foundation for sure. Moreover, this foundation retails for 1400 rupees and is available in 7 shades. Again, not a beautiful shade range, and please don't come at me with the international shade ranges of these brands and their foundation lines. I'm only talking about the shade range that is available on the Holy Grail Nykaa. A big majority of us all depend on Nykaa for all our makeup shopping, so yeah, I believe so. There are only 7 shades in this foundation, and also 7 shades of light to light medium. So yeah, the deeper category is surely just looked upon in this foundation range on Nykaa. So all these foundations I would say would suit beautifully on very dry, normal, or even combination skin types with some nice amount of setting done under the eyes and creasing areas. They will last you a good long time. So yeah, with that we come towards the end of the video, and these are my top 5 favorite picks for winter and my favorite dewy juicy foundations. Additionally, if you want to know the makeup details of this look right here, instead of commenting down below, go follow me on my Instagram. The makeup tutorial for the same will be right there. And that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.